Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back, and I'm sorry for the lack of uploads, but you know, with a channel like mine, I need a lot of content around the game to actually make a lot of content. I mean, if you guys want to give me suggestions on other things that I could do, but we do have a leak here that has been going on for a little while, and I don't like to post leaks initially because I think they have no substance really most of the time, and this is one that is very questionable, and I think a rework is definitely coming to Warden eventually, maybe year 6, but as for this leak, you guys have been commenting, DMing me a lot about it just for me to make a video on it, so I'm going to do that today. But before that, this video was made possible by our friends over at Opera GX. As with everything, I love to take deals with products that I genuinely will use for the rest of my life. So this is one of those. This is Opera GX browser. This is the world's first browser for gamers, built for gamers with gamer features. So if you guys know anything about Chrome, your RAM usage is insane, and I mean insane. So truly the best feature that any browser should have, but only Opera has, is GX Control. This actually allows you to control actually how much your computer's CPU or RAM that you're able to actually use with your browser. So you're able to control how much this is going to take away from your game. Not only that though, you can actually limit the network bandwidth used by Opera GX as the browser, and you can gain performance in your games while watching streams. But speaking of streaming, another great feature is Twitch integration. They have Twitch and Discord integration and even many more other apps, but honestly Twitch is my favorite here. I get to have Twitch and Discord both on my sidebar there. I never even have to search anything up anymore. It's so simple. Anything I want is just right on the dashboard of this very aesthetically pleasing browser as well. Way better looking than Chrome, so I gotta say goodbye to Chrome on this one. And if you're truly a gamer, there's this thing called GX Corner, and this will track all the new releases and upcoming games and also some cool deals on games that are already out. So if you want just one click and be able to see the upcoming release calendar of all games, then go ahead, download this. Honestly, I would give it a shot. If you use Chrome right now, you will not regret it. You'll be able to control your browser 100%. As PC gamers, that is what we like. We like to be able to control our gaming experience. So let's thank Opera for sponsoring the video, and also download the browser and give it a shot. It really comes to no surprise that we do see leaks about Warden, because we know they're going to get clicks, and some of these leakers are probably full of crap, and we probably know that. But if you guys don't know about this one, this was a leak with Warden about a potentially new loadout, and it included the ALDA 556, which is Maestro's primary LMG, and the ITA-S, which is the shotgun that Mira has and some other operators have as well. So for me, right when I saw this, I honestly probably laughed because this just seems absolutely insane, but I'm going to give you guys why this might actually have some substance behind it. Because first of all, this was in the same leak as the one with the T5 SMG and the MP5 switch between Oryx and Malusi. So obviously those two came true, so why would this one not come true? Well, I have a few reasons. He was a Secret Service agent, and the ALDA 556 doesn't really fit that. But aside from that, what is the best way to buff an operator real quick before or while you're trying to come up with an actual rework? The best way, in my opinion, would be just add new weapons that make him more powerful. Now, this doesn't actually mean that the ALDA 556 is coming this season or next season even. This is probably from a developer build is what our best assumption is, because, well, most of the leaks that we ever see are from developer builds, and usually they eventually come true. I mean, just to give you guys some timelines here, there was a leak in year 1 of a camera shooting operator on attack. Now look at us in year 5, we had the operator 0. Guess what? That's the exact leak that was used. So this doesn't mean that it's going to come this year, next year. It could be years from now, but who knows at this point. But in my opinion, I think this is probably going to match up with whatever rework he gets, and I'm going to get into my rework concepts here, but mainly I think this would match up well with the ALDA 556 with the shotgun if they made him a 1-speed. A 2-speed with the 556 is just not smart in my opinion. I just think it would be a little bit powerful, 80 bullets. But yeah, going from the MPX to an ALDA just does not make quite a lot of sense, and it's also like the MPX does not make an operator bad. It's just a not so powerful weapon, but it can be on a very good operator. For example, Valkyrie, that operator has the MPX as well. Is she bad? No, I don't think anyone can say that. But yeah, basing my rework concept basically on this little leak that we have here, I'm going to assume that he is going to become more of an anchor role. So my rework concepts will be mostly more anchor oriented, 1-speed oriented, just thinking he's going to be a 1-speed, 3 armor FBI agent with all the 556. That's really all I have to run off at this point, and I want to give you guys my first rework idea, which I think actually has some potential here. This is one that has been thrown around the community for years now, ever since the dude came out. Honestly, he's been needed a rework. Just has never never been a good operator, just has no use, only counters really 2 operators in Ying and Blitz. So basically, we don't need to take away what the gadget currently does, we just need to add more to it. So this one really is making his glasses so they're able to see attacker gadgets. For example, air jabs, claymores, drones, etc. And that would be a lot like IQ's gadget. So for example, just think of IQ, but instead of getting her little phone out or whatever she does, it would be what Warden does already, which is obviously the glasses. So not only is he going to be able to see the air jabs, claymores, and drones through walls and through objects like IQ can, he also will have the ability to do what he currently does, as in not be able to be stunned or flashed whenever he is activating his gadget and turning his glasses on. So that would give him 2 meanings, and why I think this would be more anchor oriented. I don't think it would be good to give a roaming operator or a running out type of operator or even a spawn killing operator this type of power, because claymores will effectively be useless in this case. But as for an anchor, you're going to be able to see things that are getting placed down, such as a thermite charge, and you can help out your bandit tricker. You're also going to be able to see whenever people are droning, as it'll be like IQ whenever you get to see their phone, because it's literally just IQ but on defense is basically all I'm saying with this rework idea. And it would give him a double meaning. He already has the flash thing, which is good for late round, so that's good for an anchor because usually you're throwing flashes in the last few seconds. And it's also good for early round and beginning round because, well, anchors are usually the ones that are going to be staying in sight with a person like Bandit. So yeah, that's the first idea. That's the idea I've been holding on to forever now, ever since he came out. I think he should have more use to him, and that's the best way, in my opinion, that they could give him that without really changing the operator as a whole. He would still have the same gadget, just added benefits to it. Now, as for a more passive rework, and this would be somewhat along the lines of Rook. So as you guys know, Rook just sets down his pack of armor and everyone can go up and pick up armor. So in the same fashion, they could do that same thing with Warden's glasses. So Warden sets down a pack of glasses or a case of glasses, operators can go pick them up, and then they will have the same effect as, let's say, Warden does. But by doing this, I think it would be really nice if your team had it at all times, so you don't actually have to activate the glasses, but it didn't reduce it 100%. So let's say 70, 80, 90% reduction of a flash or a concussion grenade. Now, it wouldn't be able to be a super gadget, so that's why I say 70, 60, 50% even. I don't know, somewhere up 70 to 50 honestly is probably more reasonable for this, but just make it like a perk in Call of Duty, right, where stuns are less powerful, something along those lines. It's kind of like how Rook only is good for 1 extra bullet or something like that, but this is going to be very helpful for teams that play Ying or Blitz a lot. In order for this to even work at all, they would have to find a very fine line there between overpowered and not powerful. So they just have to make it good, as in that's why I said it should be like a perk in Call of Duty basically. So there's a lot of things here that can make this completely busted, but as long as they just don't do stupid things, as in not let IQ see the glasses, obviously that would be a problem because she would have wall hacks against everyone. And as long as they don't make the glasses full strength, I think it does have some potential, but I for sure like my first idea better than this one. But other than complete reworks, I think there's a lot of other small things they could do, such as adding a weapon. Of course, that's what I'm guessing they were thinking here with the Alda. But after the community completely toasted the leak, as in the Alda was a stupid idea with the 2-speed, I'm sure they're rethinking that, or at least trying to think that maybe he should be a 1-speed. I really do think his gadget is better for anchoring anyways, because you don't stun around corners when you're clearing out roamers most of the time. But whenever you're going to sight with 10 seconds left, you're yinging out and you're blitzing and doing all these things that include stuns and flashes. So a quick rework, or a quick buff, not a rework, would be to make Warden's ability last longer. And that makes total sense. Honestly, I think that Warden's glasses should be able to last a very long time, if not the whole time. His gadget's already pretty situational. You can't really time when someone's going to flash you. That's not really always possible. And ultimately, we need to make Warden less of a situational operator. A lot of operators are okay situationally, but with an operator with his gadget, it's not okay to be situational because you can't time when to use the gadget. It's impossible to know when the flash grenades is coming at you. But yeah, I hope to see Warden come up and become an actual good operator. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your rework ideas are down below. I didn't do the poll this time, or the community page this time, basically because there's a lot of spam in those whenever I do that. It's just a lot of copying and pasting, so I didn't include the community page this time. Let me know if you guys want the community page for the next rework ideas that I come out with, but this one was just a little bit different because we actually had a leak to work off of, as in all the 556. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.